Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So I have another Madame Glam set for you today. So I'm going to use Canadian Winter and Daddy's Girl. And I'm going to use clear tips today. So this is going to be another autumn set. So I will show you me applying both coats because it's only two colours. And then we're going to do a marble on the other two. So I cure my Madame Glam gel polishes between 30 and 60 seconds depending on how kind of thick and opaque they are. I have an LED light, so it's 36 seconds in LED light and 2 minutes in a UV. I also have a discount code for Madame Glam and a direct link in the description box, or you can sign up for their VIP program, which is a really good deal. So that, oh, look at that colour, it's so pretty. I really like this as well. It's a really nice nude, perfect for a nail bed to go with any colour. I think you could wear this one with any colour at all. I think it would just work. It's just so pretty. And this has got to be one of my favourites as well. It's so nice. Really nice. It's beautiful. So next up, I do have my palette out. So I'm going to do a marble a little bit differently. I'm going to do a blob of each of the colours on my palette, and then I'll pick up each colour individually on my Madame Glam application brush. I just use any brush that you have. So I am going to apply a base coat because I don't have the blooming gel, but a base coat works just as well, just that it doesn't bloom as much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up each of the colours as if I'm going to do the flowers, what they called, one stroke, as if I'm going to do one stroke. But obviously we're not going to be doing that. We're going to be doing the marble, just because I wanted to have a bit more control, kind of sort of the way the colours were on the nail rather than putting them all together. And I really like the way this one turned out. I really like it. You have to let me know down below. So I'm just going to apply them where I want them. I'm not putting pressure on, I'm just sort of gliding them onto the nail just off of the brush. So if I feel I need to have a bit more of one colour, I can put that on and spread it around, and yeah, just sort of just manipulate it and spread it around however you want it to look like. I mean, if it gets a bit too much, you can add some more colour into it, or you can use a liner brush and move it around that way. I just kept using this, and then I will take a lint-free wipe and just push it up against the side and just take off kind of any excess that's falling down the sides. So just like this, just gently push it towards it, and then it will just take off sort of any sort of bulkiness at the sides. So I will do this on another nail, so I will show you again. That is so pretty. I really like how that turned out. It's really nice. So this one I'm going to go kind of down the middle. That's why I didn't cover the whole nail in the base coat. I'm just putting the base coat where I actually want the marble to be. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing. Pick them both up onto the brush and then just kind of wiggle it about and let them sort of slide off of the brush. So I'm not actually putting pressure on the brush. I'm just letting them naturally flow off the brush. But you do your marble whichever way you want to do it. I just really liked kind of the more control I had over this. And because it was on each side of the brush, I could have more of one side and more of the other one, whichever way, you know, I wanted it to be. So I think it turned out really pretty. So here we go. I'm just going to... I didn't really let them sit for that long. I just let them sit just for a little while. Just kept an eye on them. And yeah, when I was happy, I just cured them in the lamp. So I don't actually use this one. I'm going in with Beauty Big Bang XL 062. These holographic maple leaves, these are in pink from Charlie's, and holographic gold foil, also from Charlie's. And I'm going to use the She Modern clear sticky stamping polish. So I'm only going to be using the clear sticky stamping polish today. So I'm just showing you here. I'm going to try and show you on the stamper head and on the nail what it looks like. I have applied a matte top coat to all of the nails as well. I did that off camera. Just because I knew what I was going to do next, because obviously I'm going to be using the foil over the stamping polish. So as I was saying, yep, I'm going to use the foil over the stamping polish. Hopefully you can see that. I did try and sort of bring it up so you could see. So I'm just going to cut off a bit of the foil. So I'm just going to literally just place it onto the nail, just lay it on. And then I'm just going to put my finger straight on it. I'm just going to just move it around. And hopefully you can see the maple leaf print underneath. So this doesn't fully cover the salmon polish, but I quite like how it looked because it sort of had that like, you know, when autumn leaves are quite crunchy and you stand on them, like that kind of look to it, if you know what I mean. So I'm just sort of still pushing it down and just lifting it slightly, just checking it, just to see if it's how I want it to be. So there you go. That's what that one looks like. It's really pretty. It's really, really hollow. I'm surprised my camera actually focused on it. So I applied a second one just at a slightly different angle, and I'm going to apply the foil once more just to show you again. It's really, really pretty. It's really pretty. It goes perfect with this colour as well. Oh, it's so pretty. I actually really like how this set turned out for once. I mean, I do like my other ones, but sometimes, you know, there's just ones that you're like, and then there's ones where you're like, oh yeah, I really like that. So yeah, this was one of the ones I really liked. I think it was the colours. Colours are beautiful. So here you go. I'm just going to push it back down again and just sort of wiggle it about a little bit. I'm going to gently rub it. I didn't really put much pressure on. I just very gently rubbed it. So there you go. That's what they look like. Stunning. I'm going to use the She Modern Glue Gel. I think this is called something else on the website now. So I'm going to use this to stick on the maple leaves. So I did slightly bend the maple leaves just in between my fingers, just ever so slightly, just so I could get them to sort of like lay a bit better. So there you go. That's what they look like, and I've cured that in the light. I'm going to go in with a base coat just to sort of seal them in just a little bit more, because what do I want to do on this now? Oh yes, I know what I want to do. So I've still got I've got some glue gel on my palette. I don't know if you can see it. It's just on my palette just next to where the light's shining. So I'm just showing you here how flat they were. Worked really well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a liner brush, and I'm just going to just kind of put some lines, trying to follow the marble the best that I could, because I'm going to apply the foil onto this as well. So what I do is I put it where I want it, and then I will cure it in the light, and then I will pop the foil on it. I will show you that when I get to it. Oh, I got these brushes off of Shein. By the way, I got them ages ago. I think they still have them on there. I think they do. You'll have to have a look. So I'm just going to, but just apply it just where I feel like, you know, I want to incorporate the gold hollow foil as well, because I want them to be able to tie in. So here we go. Just still following it. Turns out really, really nice. So that's it there. So here I am. I'm just going to go just in with the foil, and I'm just going to sort of just push it down and just sort of wherever I felt it needed to be. If it does stick to your nail, just take some rubbing alcohol and you can just rub that off, or acetone. I prefer to use rubbing alcohol, because if I slightly touch kind of like another area, it's not going to wipe it off straight away, whereas with acetone it will. That's why I prefer to use rubbing alcohol, because I have a bit more control. So that bit there I will wipe off, and there you go. Pretty, pretty. So I'm going to go in with another maple leaf. I know you can't really see this, but hopefully you'll see it now. There you go. I'm going to use a different foil. So I had this like gradient foil, which had a bit of the pink and a little bit purple and a little bit of like the gold. I accidentally touched it onto it. So I'm going to do the same thing again. Just going to move my finger around. Just push it on there. I just thought I would try and incorporate the other two colours into this now as well. So just going to keep just pushing it on. It didn't work as well at first, but then it worked out afterwards. So what I did was, I think it's just a foil. It's a very old foil. So what I do is I just keep putting it on, and then I will just tap it on. It doesn't really matter with this sort of design. Normally you wouldn't do this depending on what you were going for, but I was going for sort of like the kind of like crunchy kind of autumn leaves feel for this one. So any bits which were sort of like fly away on the nail, again I just took some ice alcohol on lint-free wipe and just got rid of them. Just going to show you here. So this is what I did with the other ones. As I said, if this was acetone, this will come off in one go, but I like to have a bit more control when I'm doing little bits of cleanup like this. That's why I use rubbing alcohol instead, because acetone will take it straight off, and if you accidentally go over a bit you don't want to remove, it's going to be gone. So now I have applied a base coat onto my palette, and I'm just going to go around the top part of this because we're going to add a glitter mix that's also from Charlie's. I do have a discount code for Charlie's as well. All my discount codes are always in the description box. So this is what we're going to use. Metallic hexagon mix in bronze. So this is what it looks like. It's really, really pretty. Really pretty. Perfect for this time of year. So it's like a multi-mix. So it's really, really nice. So I'm just going to apply that just where I want it. Just to incorporate the gold a bit more, because we have got the holographic foil on there. So I'm just putting it on, and I'm trying to make it as flat as I can because I don't want to have to buff the nail or anything, and it was absolutely fine. If you don't want to do it with this kind of brush, you can just use a liner brush, just whichever brush you're comfortable with using, just use that. So I'm just going to keep applying that just until I'm happy, and then I will cure the base coat. Just going to apply just a little bit more, just because I wanted just a little bit more on there. So I wanted just a couple of little bit of like flyaway bits, if you know what I mean. And then I will cure that one. Once I'm happy. We all know I faff about. But I think it looks really nice. I think it definitely goes with the kind of like idea I was going with. I think it turned out really nice. So on this one I'm going to do it around the top again, because I wanted to obviously incorporate it onto this nail as well. So yep, just apply it to wherever you are happy, and then I will pop them in the light, and I think I apply a base coat over the top of them. I can't actually remember. Did I or didn't I? I really can't remember. I don't know. Hang on. No, I can't remember. I must have done, unless because it was so flat I could get away with just doing a top coat. I can't remember. Anyway, I think this set is near enough done. I just have to just apply some gems, I think. Yeah. You have to let me know what you think about this one down below. I really like how this one turned out. I think it's really, really pretty. So I will have the playlist link in the description box and in the pinned comment as always. And yeah, just let me know any thoughts you have. I will have full glossy pictures and also some matte, but I've also gone back over the hollow on them, if that makes any sense. So this is the glossy top coat. Oh, look at that now, it's so pretty. So this is the glossy top coat, and then I go over with a matte top coat, and then I will go over the holographic parts with a glossy top coat. I forgot what I was saying then. So there you go. Pop that in the lamp, and then I will show you the little bits of bling that I'm using. The charm is from Shein, and I think the gems are from Shein as well. I think so. So I'm just gonna yeah, sort them out. So I have applied a top coat and just using the top coat, but obviously, as I always say, if you were going to be wearing these, then you'd have to use like a proper rhinestone glue or polygel. Well, I should have my little video clip, and yeah, let me know any thoughts you have down below. Well, thank everybody so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you next one. Until then, take care. Bye.